I'm coming at you live on tape from Sydney, Ohio. And I'm here with my co host Snickers. And today we're doing the movie A Christmas Karen. This is a take on the Christmas Carol. It's a modern take on the Christmas Carol in modern day, only with a Karen, which, for those of you who don't know, it is Karen. It's a middle-aged white woman who is very entitled and racist and everything, arrogant and everything that we all hate. Who gets shown the way. This movie came out this year. It's free on a number of streaming platforms. So let's jump right in where the woman shuts down, the Karen, whose name is actually Karen, shuts down a little girl's hot cocoa stand in Florida. Why you'd be selling hot cocoa in Florida, I don't know, but she does and calls the police on it. Then she complains about her coffee drink, which has eggnog in it and a bunch of other things, is done wrong because it was stirred and not poured, and it has 2% milk when she wanted whole milk. So the order takes about 5 minutes to read because she is on keto. I don't know what keto is. I think it's some sort of diet plan. I think I had a keto bar once, and it was so hard it almost broke my teeth. But the waiter goes inside and just pours it in a to-go cup, and Karen thinks it's the greatest thing in the world. And then she hits a little boy on a bicycle and threatens to sue the little boy because he scratched her paint job. This is in her car. So finally she gets visited by her first ghost, Jackie, who's her old boss, and who tells her she will be visited by 3 ghosts. Now, her old boss is who she is her mentor. She based her entitled, arrogant lifestyle on Jackie, who died at her Christmas party 20 years ago of a heart attack. Jackie tells her she'll be visited by 3 ghosts that night, and Jackie has chains on her coochie. They never tell us why she has chains on her coochie, but we figure it's from sleeping with her friends' married husbands. And we go to Karen, then going to sleep, being visited by the first ghost, who is a gay black man. Everything Karen hates. Who takes her back in time to see herself as a child who is alone on Christmas Eve because her parents left her to go to a cocktail party. And then we go slightly in the future to herself as a teenager with her gay brother Todd and being mad at him. Then we go to her working as a bartender and having fun, but blaming the black bartender for her not getting her Christmas bonus. And we see her in her working as a hairstylist because the bar was bought by Jackie, who turned it into a hair place, and taking after Jackie and firing her brother Todd for refusing to stay over on Christmas Eve because Todd wanted to go to a party and do a dye job, which was not scheduled, on an old woman because Karen was trying to impress Jackie. All this made her Karen feel really bad, and she wanted to go home. So then we see Karen visited by the second ghost, Joy, who's the ghost of Christmas Present, showing Karen all the people who hate her, like her next door neighbor, little girl whose cocoa stand she's shut down, who's afraid of Karen, and the fact that the little girl is dying. She has leukemia and her parents can't afford her meds. Or her brother, who toasts Karen every year, but ultimately feels sorry for Karen. Or, where else did we go? We also went and seen the lights on the street, which Karen had shut down after that night, because Karen was being Karen. So ultimately, they make Karen feel bad. Because the lights the next night was going to hold a charity function for Nia, the little girl. Proving once again that Karens are evil and need to be shot. Now, the ghost of Christmas future, Damon, who has the Void. I love the Void. The Void is one of my favorite parts. The Void. I'm not sure if you're supposed to scream into the Void and stare into the abyss, or stare into the Void and scream into the abyss. I always get those two confused. But anyways, Karen has to walk through the Void with Damon and sees Puerto Ricans in her house. And then sees that Nia's family has moved because Nia has died. And then sees that all of Karen's friends are happy that Karen has died. And then sees that no one has come to Karen's funeral. So, in other words, if all Karens died, we'd all be happy. Just like if all CEOs died. Along with every other person who's rich. So finally, Karen's learned her lesson, buys Nia a skateboard, which she really wants, for $300, which has a naked woman on her, which will, of course, turn Nia gay. And apologizes to her brother, who she disowned, and makes up to him, and then sells her collectibles, and then gives her collectibles to Nia's family to sell on eBay, with the agreement that they split the money 50-50 to save Nia's life. And the movie ends with Karen turning over a new leaf and everyone happy. Now for Christmas Karen 2, where Karen really didn't turn over a new leaf. She is now terrorizing everyone with a baton and smacking them on the head. Or Christmas Karen 2, where Karen is a guy trying to kill his neighbors with kindness, which is written on his sword. Real Florida story, look it up. Join me Monday, where I think we're going to look at Santa Claus in WWE. But as for Christmas Karen, it is actually a pretty enjoyable movie. I mean, Karen is okay, but the ghosts are all super entertaining. I especially like Joy and Damon. Joy and Damon, I think, are the funniest ghosts. But Gary is still pretty damn entertaining. But the weakest ghost is Jackie. As I said, this is free on a number of streaming services. Go check it out. And come back Monday when we look at Santa Claus. Santa Claus's evil brother, or was it his cousin? Something like that, from the South Pole in WWE.